Here are more bedtime moral stories for you. 8. The Ant and the Grasshopper. One summer, a grasshopper was enjoying the sun, singing and dancing. He noticed ants working hard to collect food and asked them why they were doing so. The ants replied that they were storing food for the winter. The grasshopper laughed at them, saying there was plenty of time for that. When winter came, the grasshopper had nothing to eat and was starving, while the ants had plenty of food stored and lived comfortably. Moral: prepare today for the needs of tomorrow. 9. The Fox and the Stork. A fox invited a stork to dinner and served soup in a shallow dish. The stork, with her long beak, couldn't drink any of the soup, while the fox easily lapped it up. The stork, feeling humiliated, invited the fox to dinner the next day and served food in a tall, narrow jar. The stork could easily eat from it, but the fox couldn't. The fox realized his mistake and learned a lesson. Moral: treat others as you want to be treated. 10. The Three Little Pigs. 3 little pigs set out to build their own houses. The first pig built a house of straw, the second pig built a house of sticks, and the third pig built a house of bricks. A big bad wolf came along and blew down the straw and stick houses easily. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't blow down the brick house. The third pig had put in the effort to build a strong house, and it paid off. Moral: hard work and dedication build a strong foundation. 11. The Goose and the Golden Eggs. A farmer owned a goose that laid a golden egg every day. He sold the eggs and grew wealthy. However, he became greedy and wanted all the eggs at once. He decided to kill the goose, but to his disappointment, he found no eggs inside. He lost both the goose and his daily source of gold. Moral: greed can lead to loss. 12. The Bundle of Sticks. An old man had 3 sons who constantly quarreled among themselves. On his deathbed, he gave each of them a stick and asked them to break it. They easily broke the single sticks. Then he tied 3 sticks together and asked them to break the bundle. They tried hard but couldn't break it. The old man explained that they should stand united like the bundle of sticks, as unity brings strength. Moral: united we stand, divided we fall. These stories provide valuable lessons about life, relationships, and values, making them great for bedtime storytelling to instill morals in children. Here are a few more bedtime moral stories. 13. The Elephant and the Friends. A lonely elephant wandered into a forest in search of friends. He first met a monkey and asked if they could be friends. The monkey said, "You are too big to swing on trees like me, so we can't be friends." The elephant then approached a rabbit, who also refused, saying, "You are too big to fit in my burrow." The elephant met many animals, but they all rejected him. One day, all the animals were running to escape from a tiger. The elephant, seeing this, went to the tiger and pleaded with him not to harm the other animals. The tiger didn't listen, so the elephant kicked him and scared him away. Grateful, the animals accepted the elephant as their friend. Moral: a friend in need is a friend indeed. 14. The Milkmaid and her pail. A milkmaid was carrying a pail of milk on her head, dreaming about all the things she could do with the money she would make. "I'll buy some chickens," she thought. "Then, I'll sell the eggs and buy a fancy dress." She imagined herself tossing her head proudly at everyone, and at that moment, she tossed her head too strongly, and the pail of milk fell and spilled. all her dreams were shattered in an instant. Moral: don't count your chickens before they hatch. 15. The wolf in sheep's clothing. A wolf found a sheep's skin and covered himself with it. He mingled with a flock of sheep and waited for the right moment to attack. The shepherd, mistaking him for a sheep, locked him in with the flock for the night. That night, the shepherd decided to have mutton for dinner and killed the wolf, thinking he was a sheep. Moral: deception can lead to one's downfall. 16. The crow and the pitcher. A crow, dying of thirst, found a pitcher with a little water in it. She tried to drink, but her beak couldn't reach the water. She thought, and then an idea struck her. She picked up small stones and dropped them into the pitcher one by one. Slowly, the water rose to the brim, and the crow was able to quench her thirst. Moral: necessity is the mother of invention.